Kia ora, I'm Mary Joseph with the latest on immigration New Zealand and what's happening in New Zealand at the moment. So I'm sure many of you are following the news. New Zealand has had a latest outbreak of the Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus, because of which we had to go into a strict immediate lockdown, and the entire country was in level 4 lockdown until last week. And then now we have moved levels across the country. So Auckland is currently still in level 4 lockdown, so our movement is restricted. We can only step out for basic goods for the home, to the supermarket, to the pharmacy, and people, essential workers, are only allowed to work. That is in Auckland, but the rest of the country is in alert level 2. That means many of them have gone back to their workplaces. My office is also operating in Hamilton. So yeah, so the rest of the country is moved on, while Auckland having the highest numbers, and most of the numbers that are coming up also are from within the Auckland region. So hence we're trying to contain and eliminate the virus within this region. Having said that, things have not stopped. Work around the country is moving. Immigration New Zealand has informed us that a lot of applications from within Auckland branches, because Auckland's INZ office based in Auckland has limited processing capacity at the moment due to the lockdown. They are moving applications across the country, so that way we won't have a lot of backlog to deal with, so which is a good thing. In the larger frame of things, there's not much happening in terms of skilled migrant category. I'm sure you're aware there is talk about an announcement, but unless there is one, we don't know, unless the minister stands on that podium and gives a press conference saying that, okay, this is the announcement. It is going to be very hard to speculate. But we hear that there is something around the corner, so let's keep our hopes positive. Regarding border opening, the Prime Minister has just mentioned yesterday that we are moving forward towards our plans to open New Zealand to the world. So there could be some more clarity around that very soon. Now, the other most important thing that I would like to talk about today is deadlines. So if you're within New Zealand and you do have a job offer, please do talk to us about your future here in New Zealand. So there are a lot of people, I'm aware, that have filed there are about 15,000 applications in the EOI pool. However, you probably are not yet, because you're not selected because of suspension. However, there could be alternate work to residence pathways that are available for you. So please know that October 31st is the last date to apply for any visa under the work to residence categories. While Immigration New Zealand has postponed the announcement or introduction of the new visa category to next year, they are still continuing with the cutoff date for the work to residence visa categories, which is under the talent accredited or under the long-term skill shortage work pathway. Everything else has been calm. International students are still not being processed. Visa applications are still not being processed. However, schools are very optimistic and are requesting people to apply in advance. The other pathway that you could possibly look at pursuing for New Zealand at the moment is if you are a registered nurse with minimum 2 years of work experience in the past 5 years. Please do reach out to us to discuss and see if there is a pathway for you and your family to move to New Zealand while the borders are still closed. New Zealand needs nurses, registered nurses, and it's very, very hard for us to keep up, especially with this Delta situation now and the COVID situation now. We see that the variants are coming every other day, so it's very important that we are having a strong army of health workers. So if you are a nurse and you're interested, please do talk to us, and if you meet the requirements as I just said, please do reach out to us and we can assist you with an assessment to begin with. Keep watching this space, and hopefully we will have some good news very soon. Thank you very much.